Got to switch the camera around, and I can do that. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. What's up, my good people on live? But what's up, my good people that's listening via iHeart, Spotify, Apple Podcasts? Like I said before, this is Dragon Sports Live, and we up in this joint, and it's going down. Y'all see me rocking the Sonys. You know, I love these headphones. Headphones been some years. Well, you know, y'all see the headphone line imprint. I got a little fro. It's cool. It's all biggie. No biggie, no biggie, no biggie. But, man, let's talk about these trade deadlines. Like,
do we have to?
most certainly do. I'm just saying, most certainly do.
I'm just getting my life together, but we can talk.
Okay. Well, while you get your life together, I'm finna run down some of these transactions that happened today. Like I said, today was the last day of the trade deadline, so it was like...
You know, everything is so weird, you tend to forget. You're like, oh yeah, it is a trade deadline.
I ain't forget. I just couldn't keep up.
So you forgot.
No, I just couldn't keep up with all the trades because there was so many trades that happened.
He's gonna say whatever the opposite of what I said, right?
No, I was just saying. It was just trades that happened left and right. Like, let's start with the Rockies. The Rockies added outfielder Kevin Pillar in the deal with the Red Sox, right? We also had Sterling Marte going to Miami. And he's an all-star outfielder. So it's like, it was a lot of trade. It was a couple of them that the Cubs even added.
The Cubs, I feel like, were in everything. Also, the White Sox acquired Gerard Dyson from the Pirates. So yeah. Also, the White Sox have won what, 10 of their last 11 games.
Last home games, yeah. They've been on a tear and like. Speaking of that, let's dwell a little bit in the standings, everybody.
In the standings, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, so look, we're gonna go with the AFC East, and we're just gonna give you the top three teams each one.
AFC East.
Or the American League East. My bad.
I thought that was football, but okay.
My bad. The American League East. You got Tampa Bay, that's 24-11. New York Yankees without Aaron Judge.
Because Aaron Judge is on IL with the same injury. What is like some kind of back injury last year?
No, it's a strain.
Abdominal
Hip strain or something.
strain. Ugh.
Either way, it was a strain. They 19-13 though.
Good for them.
Toronto Blue Jays, who was not allowed to play in Canada this year, are 18-5, even though they had to basically play and practice at the facility of the team that they're going against.
Canada don't want that up there.
I'm just saying, it limits the travel of them have to go to Canada, come back.
And also, Canada don't want COVID cases.
Right. And the Orioles are 15-19.
Oh, you mean they're not 55 games under 500?
No.
Well, good for them.
But you
I'm
know,
calling the seasonal win for them because they are above. Well, not above, but they're good. They're not yay awful.
well, how about this? The Cleveland Indians are 21-13.
Really? But they just got rid of that Ace Clevenger.
It happens.
It does happen, I'm just saying.
And here's another thing. The Chicago White Sox, 21-13. 11-9 at home.
So, okay, let me just say this. So, the White Sox decide to be good when it's like less than a quarter of the season. Ain't that much more.
No, it just so happens to be that way. They're 11-9 at home.
But here's the thing. Now, we're talking about the White Sox, but did you see that bench clearing wrong between, what was it, the Reds and the
Cubs, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, and Cubs are 20-14.
good for them. David Ross got ejected. So, that's all good.
Yeah, it was a couple suspensions handed out too, 1-game suspensions as well, and that's kind of mild versus like Joe Kelly's 8-game suspension that he appealed to have 5 and stuff like that.
Dude, just serve the game suspension and be happy.
Well, you really can't afford to do that. Like 8 games in a 60-game season is a lie. Not really.
It ain't gonna get. Like, you can wait 8 games. They only took off 3.
Well, look,
Still out for 5.
you mentioned the Cubs, right?
I did.
Now they had like, I'm gonna say like 6 trades that happened today for deadline.
Who, the Cubs?
Yes.
Well, what did they do?
Well, you added lefty relievers, right-hand hitters at deadline.
Something we needed.
Right. So we added Andrew Chaffin and Josh Okish. If I'm saying his name right. I hope I'm saying this right.
O'Keefe.
They was brought in from Arizona and Boston.
Well, don't Boston suck right now?
Yeah, but think about the extra talent mixing in with the Cubs already doing pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Then you also added outfielder Cameron Maben, because you know before David Ross took over, you know the Cubs was switching out positions. Like you'll have Rizzo playing shortstop, you'll have what was it?
Bryant.
Baez playing.
But yeah, you would have that. Yeah.
He was switching around, so give him more depth. You also got a designated hitter in Jose Martinez from Tampa Bay.
I'm happy. If the Cubs are happy, I'm happy. You know, it's weird because you're like, oh, White Sox. And I went to a White Sox game and been horribly disappointed. That game was over in the 4th inning.
Well, we're not going to talk about that game when they was getting demolished. Like, every play was a home run. It was like 17-2, and it was still in the 3rd inning. No, we're not going to talk about that game.
In the 7th inning. After the 7th inning stretch, we were like, okay, gotta go.
It be that way. That's why baseball is...
I will tell you this, though.
It's better to be at the game than trying to watch it unless you are a king to baseball.
Unless you understand baseball, I will say this much. If you can go watch a baseball game in person, take it. Because it's a lot better in person. It goes a lot faster in person than it does on TV.
Well, TV, they take a lot of commercial breaks and stuff like that.
Don't care.
They got to get paid. That's how they get paid.
I understand. And the thing about it, my dad used to watch baseball all the time. And he always tried, we would leave and come back to the house and he would try to play it off. Oh, it's a different game. BS. That's still the same game on the room like 2 hours ago.
Well, no, you do say it's a different game. Think about it. Let's just think about this. There are 9 endings, right? Each ending is a new game.
Unless you go like the Cubs and the Yankees, who played a whole other game. Because they went 9 extra innings.
Well, I ain't got nothing to do with that. It just...
The game that was supposed to end 4 hours ended in 8 hours.
Well, look, it happens.
Like
Look. It does happen. Like, I'm going to strike him out. I don't want to lose this game. No, I'm gonna get this out.
I'm sorry. 9 extra innings.
Would you rather have 9 extra innings or a bunch of fans calling you cheaters? Your own fans.
What did Houston Astros have to do with this?
I'm just saying, would you rather go extra innings or would you rather hit that all the whole... Look, think about you hitting at the whole extra 9 innings.
It wouldn't affect me because I probably want to call them cheaters.
Oh yeah, you would. You would. You would be that person.
So, there's nothing really to talk about because I'll be right there calling them cheaters. Which they are cheaters and everybody needs to accept that fact.
I beg to differ. Well,
It's not, you beg to differ, they ain't cheaters.
well, I ain't talking about that. No, I'm just saying that we need y'all already fired managers and coaches
And the players need
and
to.
suspended them. So,
I'm just saying, there is a certain level they cheated.
but look though, how you liking Jose Katana in the last couple games
For who?
for the Cubs? Who else Katana play for unless they traded him and I ain't catch that?
I mean, he's decent. Like, which one we say?
What about Tim Anderson? Like, if you look at highlights, you think they are performing at playoff potential?
It's possible. But I have to watch more of them. You act like I watch baseball every day. I don't watch baseball every day.
I just said highlights. You ain't gotta watch the game. Just look at the highlights. You know a ball. You know a strike.
Highlights
You,
more.
you know when somebody get walked. You know somebody get hit by a pitch, and you know when it's you definitely know when it's a bench clearing brawl.
I get that. I'm just saying baseball bores me.
Don't think about it as a boring. Just think about it as a sports analysis. Think about, okay,
You want me to think about it as a sports analyst?
yeah. That's how I watch the games. I look at it as a sports analyst, but not only because I used to announce baseball when I was at college, but was it? Yeah, we announced baseball.
Good for you. I was not interested. It bores me still.
Even if you got young people like David Garcia for the Yankees having strong debuts.
I mean, I watch certain things. I'm just saying I'm not gonna watch baseball all day, every day. But congratulations to him for having a strong first.
Look. I'm sorry you don't like baseball, but the world loves baseball. That was the only sport we had before we started getting everything else. No, wait.
Korean baseball.
It was Korean baseball. Yeah, that's what it was.
I was gonna say, get it right. It was Korean baseball.
We still come on. It just they're not on the.
Major network.
No, they're still on the major network. They're just not on the channels that like.
Get up,
The times.
say,
Yeah, they're not doing those times no more. So it's like, cause I think I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning. It was on. Don't ask me why I was up. I just woke up and I couldn't go back to sleep. It's one of those.
I couldn't go back to sleep.
Yeah, it was one of those. I couldn't go back to sleep, so I couldn't help you. But that's enough about baseball. We got some more music on the way for you guys. This is Dragon Sports Live, and we don't even have to cut off Facebook Live because, yeah, I'm not putting the music on Facebook Live. So that means you have to either download the podcast, and y'all can either go to iHeartRadio Podcast, Spotify Podcast, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you want to listen to the Power Couple of Sports, you can tune in Facebook Live at Dragon Jump Pro, B-Ray Marketing and Media, and YouTube at DONPE1. So,
Don P.
remember that? Tune in. But like I said, we got more music coming up, Dragon Sports Live. So, those who are listen to live via those sites, tune in, check this out. Let me tell you who we got coming up over here.
You got to do eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
I'm not doing any, meeny, miny, mo. I already got it.
Last.
I do.
Last. What is it?
What is it?
I don't think so.
Nah, I'm going to let you figure it out. Matter of fact, how about I give you a taste? So, this is King Jack and Sherion. I like. Y'all hear that beat? Oh, let's do it. I wish I could put this music on Facebook Live for you guys, but Facebook be trying to shut people down, even though it's supporting the artist. It's not me copyright infringing and none of that, not intended for resale. No, it's just something I do, something I love on here. So, y'all gonna have to get the podcast. And y'all can find me. Yeah. Hey. Ooh. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning in via Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeart, this is the one and only show with the power couple of sports, Dragon Sports Live. And I'm Donte Payne, sitting alongside the lovely Briana Marrae in the building. That song that you just heard was called I Like That. King Jack and Sherion, you know? Got more music, new music coming away. I just haven't got the chance to download it into the playlist, but I got new music. I got new music from Obi-Wan Music. I got music from King Breezy Supreme, A Buddha.
I promise I thought you were going to say Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't know why. I seriously thought that's what you were going to say.
No, I'm just saying we got more new music. I got new music from J-Lock, Reggie Rock, Nobi, many music.
Got that Donte Sharp.
So, I got that music coming, but you know, let's get cracking with this football, and more importantly, let's start with these Jacksonville Jaguars.
So, big news is after 3 seasons, they traded their running back, Leonard Fournette.
They ain't trading him, let him go. They gave him the boot. They released him.
Okay, I'm sorry, they released him. But anyway, here's the stat for you. Since 2012, they have not kept any one of their first round picks.
No, it's kind of crazy because let's go down the list. Let me see. Fournette, gone. Ramsey, gone. Bortles, gone.
Well, he come away. Well, here's the thing. He's still left with their money.
Well, Fournette got a $4 million base salary that he was supposed to get for this season, since they didn't get his 5th-year option for his rookie contract, and then they was trying to trade for him. They was trying to put him on. They had him on the trading block.
But here's the thing: you got rid of your 25-year-old running back.
I guess he wasn't producing. He wasn't what the position, but I'm like, he still was producing to me from the games that I watched.
So over 1,000 yards, and they produce again.
I'm saying they book, but like you said, they haven't kept their first round pick since 2012. 2012 to 2015, basically all those picks. Wait, 2012 to 2017, all those picks are gone. So yeah, it is what it is. Oh yeah, they don't got Njoku no more. They traded him to the Vikings.
They ain't got nobody.
So they basically trying to get for Fournette a 5th or 6th rounder, and they ain't get nothing.
They ain't got nothing. Then they gonna feel salty if he goes to another team and start producing.
Well, now here's the question: where do you think he should go?
Who needs a running back?
I'm just saying, in your opinion, where do you think she go?
Patriots.
We got enough running backs. Why you can't just up and say the Patriots? We got enough.
Not why they all keep opting out. You won't.
See, we lost most of the defensive players. We didn't lose running backs. I think we lost one running back.
Okay. So where do you think you should go?
Well, there's an option. There's an article I seen earlier. Miami can be a good team. Philadelphia, because they had Carlos Hyde and they released him.
Okay, so I would say Philly. You know, get a Philly special boy.
Maybe, if he can throw the ball.
No, what? Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, if he can throw the ball, yes, I would say that. If he can't throw the ball, no. But who else? The Rams.
They do need a run. I forgot Todd Gurley went to Atlanta.
Right.
And they would get better production out of Leonard Fournette, as you know. After a while, Todd Gurley wasn't producing. But I think Todd Gurley was starting to.
Oh, he had that knee injury the year before, or 2 years ago. He had the knee injury. Then he got another knee injury. So yeah.
So he hasn't been 100% the past few years.
So that's what I'm saying. I see that happening, and
Oh, I'm sorry. What? Don't be snapping at me. I snap at you.
I'm just saying I do see that happening, and yeah. Now there's no need to talk. How about Cardinals make Buda Baker the highest paid safety?
And yeah, Jamal Adams can't get his money.
Well, he just got traded, right?
Yeah, but do you think Seattle will give him his money after this season?
Yeah, they trying to work with. Think about it. They trying to go after these players. They trying to see if they can re-sign Josh Gordon back, bring him back. They was thinking about working out Dez Bryant.
Okay.
But I really think you should give Jamal Adams that money.
I seriously hope they weren't thinking about bringing AB.
Oh, yeah, that was another person, AB. So,
AB is insane.
yeah, but he's been more calm lately. You give him that.
Yeah, and then irritated when you give him it.
But Buda, though, he's been producing for the Cardinals. Even though the Cardinals haven't really went nowhere. His contract is valued at $6 million. 6 year, $59 million.
I mean, I'm happy for him. He's producing, and you know his team is competing for last place.
Well, maybe not. The newfound team?
You got Seattle, 49ers, and maybe the Rams. So maybe they're competing for third place.
Say those teams again.
You got the 49ers, Seahawks, and the Rams.
No, I think Kyler Murray with his newfound weapon, I think I'm going to put them over the Rams.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do that. Now, check this out, though. We know former number one, who came from the Cardinals, right?
Yeah.
Josh Rosen.
Is focused on development, not starting.
Well, every time I look at an article, they go Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Well, thank you for clarifying who you're talking about, because on my notes you got Jose Rosen.
I'm sorry. You know who I'm talking about. You know he used to play for the Cardinals.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Well, anyways, Josh Rosen said he's focused on developing, but shouldn't it make you feel bad? Like you was a number one pick, and you basically a number one bust. I'm just saying you get starting ranks, and then the moment you get started, you basically get pulled a couple games for Ryan Fitzpatrick, who's been making fixed magic happen.
And you should feel salty.
And he's an old journeyman, like at that.
And here's the thing, you should feel real salty.
When the new number one draft pick come in
Take your job.
and take you your third string.
You get traded, then you get down there, you still don't do anything, and you get pulled for Ryan Fitzpatrick. You know how bad it is when you get pulled for Fitzmagic?
Well, as I recall, Winston was getting pulled for Fitzmagic, and then Fitzmagic was getting pulled for Winston.
Well, here's the thing, get it right. Winston, he was playing defense.
He's gonna learn. Think about where he's at.
He's with Drew Brees, he's gonna learn, but he's the technically should be the reigning defending defensive player of the year. He took on a whole new league for 30 for 30.
True. And I need to watch Hard Knocks. I wanted to see what's been going on.
You know where you can find it?
Older man. Older man. Cause speaking of Hard Knocks, you got the 49ers are missing one of the Bosa boy.
That Bosa boy.
He
is week to week.
Yeah, he listed as week to week, and Ayuk.
He's listed week to week. This is his brother. Get paid.
Well, his brother getting paid, but he put in work. Look, they also missing Jalen Hurd, who he tore his ACL, so he's done for the season. So it's like,
Done. What is everybody with the first padded practice and everybody got hurt?
that's what it is, because you trying to go hard, but you got to think about it. There's no preseason games. So you're trying to make the team and make sure you get the team. He been kind of injured riddled since he got drafted.
Jalen Hurd.
Yeah, back injury last year. Now ACL. I feel so bad for him, but it is what it is.
When I saw Jalen, I thought they were talking about Jalen Hurts at first. I was like, oh, snap.
No, not that. And football is a week away, basically.
Yeah. It started what?
The 10th? Suppose you start there as the 10th?
Let's see how this gonna go.
And speaking of Kansas City, big ups to them.
They just re-signed everything. They re-signed their franchise quarterback, and now they re-signed their franchise coach.
Coach and GM. 6 years. Put them to the 2025 season.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now, here's my thing that's been tinkling me. What's going on with Washington? That Washington football team. They don't got no name.
That the NFL had to come in and do an investigation. There's a lot wrong with that franchise.
Dan Snyder is actually like, okay, I'm fine with that step, but it's big when the NFL steps in. It's like, oh no, we're gonna investigate this. It's super big that way.
It is.
And talking of like, you gotta drink some water now.
I don't have no water.
You want some of mine? I share.
Shouldn't be sharing with COVID.
Okay.
And y'all know what that means? You about to say the BS or y'all restrict yourself.
We're a power couple of sports though.
We can be a power couple all day. I mean, I got to drink after. Yeah, he slid us across the floor.
And it slid perfectly in the middle.
No, I can't bend down. Oh, Lord.
Okay.
I tell him to move it. What does he do? He slides it.
So,
Let's see what y'all gonna do. He ain't gonna have me slipping. We just gonna do this. We gonna take the top off and see this. We just gonna wipe that.
no. How about this? Trubisky or Foles? Who you think gonna be week 1 starter?
Foles.
You think so?
I'm hoping he comes start the period.
Well, no, see, a lot of people be knocking Trubisky. He just had a bad season last year, but
We shouldn't have drafted him.
hey, but look, When were all the opposite talks like, oh, why y'all move up to draft him when y'all could have had Pat Mahomes or Deshaun Watson? And then the moment he took them to 12-4 to lose the double doink.
We were all happy. The double doink wasn't his fault. He did his job. The reason why Cody Parkey ain't still there is because you went on national TV the next day trying to talk and nobody want to hear from you.
No, nobody don't want to hear I thought we lost as a team.
No, it was pretty much him.
But I don't know. I can't. I'm not gonna knock Trubisky because he.
I feel like Foles is gonna be the starter for week 1. Now here's the thing: that in comparison, in contrast, who do you think is gonna be starting for the Patriots? Because Stidham's got injured too.
Stidham he going to third string. I'm just saying, because Brian Hoyer got the experience. He's been a lifelong backup for the last couple years.
He's been more than for a couple years.
I'm just saying for sure for a couple years.
Right. Somebody thought, he's gonna be a franchise quarterback.
He's a franchise backup. So he's a franchise quarterback. He's a franchise backup quarterback.
You know what's crazy though? We haven't heard anything from Brock Osweiler.
No. We heard Trevor Simmons got signed, but as far as quarterback, Trevor Simmons with the Titans.
Now here's another thing. What do you think the Chargers are gonna do with their quarterback?
Who is it? Justin Herbert?
Yes.
And then Tyrod? See, that's also a close, tight position. It may be, like, you may, this year, honestly, you may see a lot of switching of quarterbacks. Like, certain games, you may see that quarterback. This game, you may see that quarterback. I got a feeling I'm going to see that this year. Whether it be the Bears, the Patriots, and the Chargers. You're going to see those different teams.
True.
So, it is what it is.
It is what it is. That has become the phrase for this year. It is what it is.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I see miracles happening, but I just see a lot of shakeups at quarterback.
Well, here's the thing. Think about this. You said yourself they were getting a lot of the XFL teams.
Yeah, Panthers got P.J. Walker,
And then they got wide receiver Cam Phillips.
who was P.J.'s teammate, who led the XFL in receptions and touchdowns. Of course, coming from P.J. Walker. Give him somebody you come like that's a good move. That's a smart move. You give your quarterback somebody who familiar with. While he's learning everybody else, you give your quarterback somebody familiar with and let him work. Right?
Yes, of course.
Now, Chargers are losing Darwin James right now
Why?
to have knee surgery, and he'll be out 6 to 8 months.
Yeah, he done.
See?
He done. And ladies and gentlemen, just a brief update for you. We're getting into this eventually, but right now, looks like the Miami Heat are going to upset the Bucks.
Ain't no upset, but like I said,
No, Jimmy going off.
we got basketball coming right up. We're going to give you another song, and then we're going to hop right into the basketball. Alright, I quit.
You gotta hit the beat. You know the beat.
I quit.
Shame on you.
But okay. Back to football though. Kalen, I couldn't even think of his name for a second. Kalen Bavage, who was supposed to be traded, but because he failed his physical, it got voided. So now he just got released. He was supposed to be and lose Michael Perrin to injury.
Okay.
So what's in store for the Jets without Jamal Adams?
the same thing that's always been in store for them.
Maybe they should get Fixed Magic back.
No, maybe they should throw that whole franchise away.
Dang. Then what about the Giants then?
Apparently New York just takes the football. But I think I'll take the Giants over the Jets.
Why so?
Because the Jets are just sorry.
Well,
when your quarterback gets mono.
it happens. Everybody gets sick.
Mono?
Everybody gets sick sometimes.
Who was he kissing up on? He got mono.
Everybody gets sick.
Mono is not something you just get.
Everybody gets sick.
I understand everybody gets sick now with mono.
Okay.
He apparently put his lips in the wrong place at the wrong time. And Prince Ali, he's laughing at me because I say stuff like
Tony, to answer your question, I might say, I don't know. Because it may be Trubisky. It may be switching off. Like I said earlier, it's going to be a switch off.
well, if Foles breaks his collarbone, you never know.
Oh, don't wish that upon him.
I ain't wish upon him until it's that.
Oh, no, do not wish that upon him. That's like saying, oh, I'm going to tell my AC, who is that? Kevin White.
That's torn his ACL twice.
Well, shoulder injury, ACL, he's just been injury ridden, but he's also trying out. I think he was trying out for the Chiefs.
No.
Or 49. He was trying out for one of them. So, there. And remember how we was talking about earlier that it's been injuries left and right
Yes.
in training camp?
Yes.
Browns got most.
Brown's been getting most. What they got, like, their whole offense injured?
No, it's just like people just getting injured. Because like I said, they got to play harder.
The thing about the Cowboys, Gerald McCoy got hurt. The next day, Cowboys like, release.
Because he must have been injured. That must like, it wasn't the first time because they said it was an injury they had before.
Right.
So on that note, you should be able to don't do that or do rehab on that. But you know, let's give y'all some more music here up on Dragon Sports Live. Up in here.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
Not up in here. Not up in here.
Y'all gonna make me go.
Oh. Now I got a track called Black Child. And it's by Tony Famous. Let's get it. Tony Famous, Black Child.
Wow. So loud. Nah, Jimmy Butler won for a career high.
He said, who starts the first game?
Who said this?
I'm going to say Trubisky.
I'm gonna say Glenn.
That's who I think will start the first game. I'm going to say Trubisky. I think I just came up with the perfect idea. Before I put it on YouTube, when I put it on YouTube, I'm a download the video, right? I'm going to add the music in there when I introduce it. And then I'm also going to add the newfound logos that I got. I'm still live too. So yeah, I'm going to add the newfound logos. Shout out to Uda Karami, No Face Graphics, with the new dope Dragon Sports logo you're gonna be seeing real soon. Real soon. Look, and wait till I get the animation with it, which I'm teaching myself After Effects. Oh yeah. Well, no, I was relearning After Effects because it's like I had a grasp on it, but it's not like motion. Okay, look, screw After Effects there. I go to motion. And we are back. I've been watching too much Jalen Rose. Well, what we do, we give the people what they want. I quit.
No, you don't.
I do quit.
You never quit.
No, I quit.
No, you don't. I don't believe it.
But, you know, we forgot to mention this, but we did lose some greats. We lost Chad Boswick, the Black Panther man.
Chadwick. Wilson.
We lost him. We lost
Clifford Robinson.
Clifford Robinson, aka Cliff Robinson, Mr. Headband, the journeyman that played with the Blazers, the Nets, and a couple other teams.
A lot of teams. And then
Luke Olson, Fairham's Arizona coach who had many winning seasons with them.
And then, unfortunately, today we lost James Thompson. Well, yesterday. It was announced today.
Yeah.
He was the first black coach to win NCAA title.
And mentored the players like
Patrick Ewing, Alonzo Mourning,
Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson.
You know, great players.
Was that Allen Iverson's Hall of Fame induction ceremony?
Right. So
yeah, and he taught. His thing was he just didn't care about teaching, about coaching somebody to play basketball. He was coaching and he taught just
real life.
How to be men.
Real life, how to be men, how to be young men, how to be businessmen, how to be black men in this world.
To all of them, and for Chadwick Boseman, a lot of people say he was fighting that superhero that, specifically for like black children, he was a superhero for kids and everything. But I will say this: through all their lives, their legacy will continue on.
Oh yeah.
But we do miss all of you, and our prayers and thoughts are with your family.
Wait, 2 basketball coaches though. That's actually the perfect way to go into basketball because it's 2 basketball and
coaches got fired.
We had a couple firings, but here's the thing with the firings: who do you think is going to be
the next coach?
Yeah. So what vacancies we got? We got Indiana, Brooklyn Nets, Chicago Bulls. Knicks was vacant, but they got Tom Tibbs.
They're saying the Portland job could be open.
I don't see that because y'all went to the playoffs twice. Y'all was in the finals last year or in the semifinals.
No, they were in the finals. They just got swept by Golden State because it was brother versus brother.
That was true. Yeah. I remember that.
So yeah, but you got the Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh yeah, 76ers, Pacers.
Pelicans. So out of all, 76ers are their top prospect is Los Angeles Clippers assistant Ty Lue. Whoever those Ty Lue should be an assistant. So that's their top prospect. They're also looking at.
But he was always assistant. You got to think about it. When he stopped playing, what was the last thing he played for? The Wizards?
Yeah, but he coached the Cavs.
But that's after being an assistant.
Right.
Because he was with the Celtics beforehand.
I get you. I'm just saying. Everybody knows now to see that to be a head coach, he shouldn't be an assistant. That's all I'm saying. But you got.
What about Mark Jackson?
I feel Mark Jackson is black.
I feel like he should be back coaching. Like he's interested in coaching job. Hell, give him a team of shooters.
It's a lot of coaching.
And what team?
I'm just saying, like, Ty, who is the Philadelphia 76ers top prospect? You got Jason Kidd. So you got a lot of. You got vacancies, and you got a good host of potential candidates.
So you say Ty Lue, he's top candidate for the Sixers.
Yes.
Now the Bulls was looking at who was that? Kenny Atkinson.
Oh, Kenny Atkinson cool.
I'm some. Look, think about this. Sometimes coaches need a fresh start. Think about it. Frank Vogel was with the Orlando Magic, right?
He coached the Pacers, then he was on Orlando Magic. Then he took what, like a couple years off?
But now he's back with the Lakers, and look where he's at. But that's also because they built that team nicely around AD and LeBron. You got people that's gonna compliment. You got people that some people like Alex Caruso, for example. He just want to be the highlight man.
Yeah, and more fun. I don't think he should miss his sister's wedding.
We ain't gonna talk about him missing his sister's wedding.
Yeah, because I know she's still mad.
She gonna be mad. But I hope he gave her a real legit reason.
And just I said, oh, I'm gonna stay with my teammates. I know she cursed you out.
And I hope you wasn't on the wedding party.
Yeah.
Now that's why I hope, because it won't be so bad if you wasn't there, or if they all understand, that'll be good. But more importantly, not less about that. I forgot what coach I was. The Van Gundys. Do you think they're gonna be back coaching?
Stan, maybe. I think Jeff is too comfortable doing what he wants to do.
Well, they both announcing.
Yeah.
Wait, one on ESPN, one on TNT, right? Yeah. Or is he TBS?
No. Jeff Van Gundy is with ABC, and then Stan's with TNT.
ABC is ESPN.
ESPN, ABC, all the same. Whatever.
It's owned by Disney.
Whatever.
Okay.
Now, what we gotta talk about is it Marcus Morris?
Marcus Morris?
Or Marquise Morris?
Mark M. Morris. One of the Morris twins.
I think it's Marcus.
It's Marcus. No, I think this dude be doing stuff intentionally, even though he said he doesn't. Let's take
He like Zaza Pachulia.
Hey, we can't put them in the same, cause Zaza's he just long and slinky.
Zaza was cheap shot.
He did a couple cheap shots here and there, but
like I really
his cheap shots not like Morris.
I really think Marcus Morris was trying to hurt people. Like everybody, so of course everybody knows the Clippers finished off the Mavericks, so they're going to be facing the winner of Denver and Jazz. Which we got the game 7, y'all.
And we gonna talk more about that after we talk about Morris, cause yeah.
But so if anybody you watch Game 5, you saw him like he intentionally stepped on Luka Doncic's foot.
No, that was intentional. I don't care what the video says.
He
literally stepped and hit his foot right there. It's not like he tried to move it.
And then the bad thing was you stepped on his bad ankle. Like, you know that was his leg with the bad ankle. Then Game 6, Luka was going up, and this dude made no play on the ball. Just threw. And like,
Luka was trying to get up and go hit him.
Luka was about to go at him. Like, y'all like, oh, Luka's so nice. Luka wants to whoop his, you know what. I don't blame him.
But that's not the first time that Morris has said that.
But he's done that, it's cheap not because he's with the Clippers, but he's done with the Knicks. They show when he was a part of the Knicks and he was playing Washington, and he took the basketball and bounced it off a dude's head.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's not the first time he's done that. He's just he a troublemaker that just need a little bit of help. Maybe a suspension and a nice healthy fine.
I said the fine first.
Because I'm like you said. Well, when Marcus Smart get fined for yelling at the officiator or calling the officiator's bad because of the call, and you get fined $50,000. I'm just saying.
He almost made me family.
And I'd be like, man, I wish I would get fined 50. I don't want to be fined that, but let me get in a position where if y'all find me, I can just here go 50,000. You ain't taking out my paycheck though.
Now I'm gonna write that check for you. I'm like, in the National Basketball Association, $50,000. Let me do that. Here you go.
Hand me that. Let me get that. But I most definitely say it's going down. Like, and it's been going down this playoffs. I did predict a game 7, and I did get my game 7, and that was with the Knicks and Nuggets. But here's my thing.
You mean with
I mean Nuggets and Jazz.
He said the Knicks.
That almost looked like a Bulls Jazz matchup.
No, let me tell y'all something. Donovan Mitchell, Jamal Murray are going at each other. Last night, of course, was Game 6. Utah versus Denver. Denver trying to tie it 3-3. And what is Jamal Murray?
He scored 50.
Hey, I was giving a dramatic effect.
He scored 50.
Let me tell you something.
He went nutty.
He went nutty. He dropped another 50. 5-0.
Wait.
17 of 24. And every time you turn around, this dude splash.
No, it was a back and forth because it was like Mitchell on the other end, splash. Murray on the end, splash.
But here's my thing, though. The coach for the Utah Jazz, this dude is literally burning you every game. Whenever you feel like you make no adjustments.
Well, I don't think neither team can make an adjustment because if you look at all the games, who's been going off? Murray and Mitchell.
Now I'm going to ask you this question. Because I asked this question earlier. Who does Jamal Murray remind you of?
That Agent Zero.
Former basketball player. Who does he remind you of?
Gilbert Arenas, Agent Zero.
Gilbert Arenas, really?
His shooting. Think about it. Gilbert Arenas was a sniper. He'll come up the court and just pull right in your face.
Right.
And he will drive to the rack.
So you don't think like...
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So you don't think like the Kobe...
No. Cause
Just Donovan Mitchell reminds you of?
tell you the truth, I can't even. No, Donovan Mitchell actually reminded me of young Vince Carter. Cause he just going to the rack, willy nilly, dunking all over people.
Just who?
But it's more like they both remind me of Kobe's work ethic.
That Mamba mentality, that Black Mamba.
They both remind me of that. Cause think about it. Let's go back to young Kobe. You know, when he started to blossom out as a superstar.
Okay, everybody knows the late great Kobe Bryant had a chip on his shoulder. And he played with it. Kobe also tried to be a rapper. Actually, he had bars.
But here's the thing, though. With Mitchell and Murray, right? Need a team, like you said, the adjustments have to be made. Need a team to make adjustments for the star player. They prevented other players from shooting, but here's the thing. Both of these teams throughout this series, it's been a two-man game.
Yeah.
Gobert, Mitchell, Murray, Jokovic, the Joker, who's been a sniper assailant from three-point range.
But you know, that's not the only thing you had. You had the Lakers. They closed out the Blazers in Game 5.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a comeback, though, but then LeBron woke up in the fourth quarter and went nutty.
LeBron and AD combined for 79 points.
But
And that brings up my question: are they the best NBA duo?
currently, I think they are. Because all the other duos that was supposed to be are hurt.
You have to think about it. Doncic and Porzingis. Porzingis was out. Doncic on a soft ankle. George Paul.
Why you got to do Skip now? Why you got to do Skip Bayless?
George Paul. He finally came out and he made. We saw a playoff P. I mean, today, well, not even today, but they've been players have been in the bubble 50 plus days.
No nutty. No cutty. No kids. No wife.
Just go ahead and say no nookie.
I said no cutty.
Oh, that's what that means?
Yeah. But fine. No nookie. No kids. Some of them just got newborn kids and they can't really be by their kids. Coaches included too.
Yeah. I'm just saying, the mental thing.
It takes a toll on you. And then you was off for 9 months. You had a shoulder injury anyway, so it was like you trying to like relax that shoulder but and still play the game. And yeah, it takes a mental toll.
It's a lot. So, shout out to all of them. Right now,
Go ahead and give them that update. Give them the update.
yesterday, Boston took game 1.
Now here, let me talk about my team, Boston Celtics, because that's my team.
Let me just sit on back.
They didn't have not one player in double figures. They had 6. But when your whole 5 in double figures, the starting 5, and then you have one person off the bench with double figures, this is without Gordon Hayward. So imagine if we had Gordon Hayward and he give you 17 in the game too.
Who will be back shortly? But Boston took that game.
Led the lead the whole entire way. I don't think Toronto even got the lead in that game.
So shout out to Boston. And then tonight, what I was watching, I'm talking about, was Miami Heat took game 1 from the Milwaukee Bucks. So shout out to them. And right now, currently, it is the Houston Rockets. They're trying to close out. The Oklahoma City Thunder is 16-15 Houston. So we'll see how that works.
Hey, will we have Chris Paul show up tonight?
Wait. So Donte Payne said that was an off game for the Raptors. He said your team took advantage of cold shooting. Don't get too hyped about it.
Hey.
And he said he was going to win.
Well, if if they know how to play Giannis and know how,
That takes him out the equation.
that takes them out the equation. Like Giannis still gonna get off, but as far as the Toronto game, yeah, you live by the 3, you die by the 3. Except Boston had a great shooting game.
Yeah, what Donte Payne said, don't get too hyped.
Well, look. When you got Tatum, 6 of 18, that's a horrible shooting game, but he still put up 20 points.
He said, "What's up, Dante? I was just feeling."
I know. I know who it is. He's talking about he about Miami.
No, if anybody could beat the Bucks, it would be the Heat.
Well, I think it'll be any team.
He said, right, contain Giannis. I'm saying the Raptors normally bounce back.
They are gonna bounce back. That's why I say it's gonna be a good series. I'm not gonna count them out because they're gonna bounce back. That's what they did in the last series.
Because they were down, 2-0 in the last series?
No, they swept. That was the first swept.
Last year.
Yeah, they came back in there, but that's how they end up winning. But then you got a hand with the big old, like he the glove 2.0. You remember Gary Payton?
Yeah.
He 2.0. Cause his hand just monster huge. You just.
Gary Payton, yeah.
But that's gonna be a good series. I can see that.
He said Raptors, Heat, and Celtics can all beat the Bucks. Yeah, last year Raptors was down 2-0 and came back.
Right. So I can see that. Just like I got a feeling that OKC
Don't send this to game 7?
might send this to game 7, but it depends. They do got both Westbrook and Harden, so that depends on how the team. Let's see, Chris Paul has to go off, Schroeder has to go off, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has to go off. And then you got to get Steve Adams going on the inside. Let him go crazy on the inside since they want to keep doing that small ball.
He said, let me do a show with you, Dante.
Come on, I'm open.
He's like, I like this.
It is what it is, but I'm just saying, we let them go crazy. But we going to let y'all go because I want to watch this game. And I'll give y'all some update.
That's why he really want to go. He want to watch the game instead of the last one.
Well, no, I got to let y'all know who's going to win. So I got to get my notes ready for the next show, right?
Sure.
So what better way to do it than we going to let you guys go. Catch us next week.
All 3 guards got a
I just said, see?
You in Philly, I'm saying, I don't like that cute.
Yeah. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dragon Sports Live. And we'll catch you guys next week. Right here. Dragon Jump Productions. B-Ray Marketing Media. The power couple of sports.
He said, wait. He said we got to do a Game 7 prediction.
Game 7? Who gonna make Game 7?
He said Utah and Nuggets, we got to do Game 7.
I think that game gonna go to overtime. I ain't gonna even stunt. I think it may be the Jazz though, but because the Jazz haven't really. Man, when the last time the Jazz was in the playoffs? Like in the third round, second round. Well, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute. So let's see.
I think Jazz though, because Mitch. I think Jazz. If I'm making a position, I'm going with Jazz because.
I'm gonna just say this: if the Jazz can contain Jamal Murray,
But then it allows Jokic to go off.
Yeah, but Donovan Mitchell, the way he threw that chair, the way Rudy Gobert was, I got that they gonna come out on fire.
Gobert kind of cleared the chair like the Big Show. Gave him a big boot. But no, that's what I said. I got a feel they're going to come fired out, and I'll give it to Utah in that game.
Yeah.
So that's my position.
Complete team effort. We'll be watching. We'll give y'all updates.
We'll give y'all updates.
We will see y'all next week.
Check it out. Dragon Sports Live. And we're out.
Peace, y'all.
Yeah.